Alrighty then, folks. Let's go ahead and kick things off with a quick little update here. There's going to be an ESO Live tomorrow, 11 a.m. Eastern, 10 Central. Going to show off the first look at the Dungeon DLC pack, Scions of Ithelia. It's supposed to include some more QOL improvements, and during the more about Scion stream, you'll be getting Twitch drops. So yay! Fun facts and fun things. So, but enough rambling. Time to get an ESO again. There we go. Hope everybody's doing alright, by the way. There we go. Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh, fuck. Well, today's been a fun, interesting day so far. Let's see how fucked up we can get in this game. And, well, it's not so much fucked up as well. Fucked in this game, but, eh. I will say one thing about this, though. At least I don't have to worry about that. Camera's presently off right now for reasons. There is a reason for this.
Welcome, friend.
There we go. I will say this, though, I did happen to spend some time getting some nice, neat little tidbits. We still have a fair bit of ways to go here, and it's like... There we go. Nice, good plethora of snacks. Hmm.
Take pride in your work, I always say. I've got what you need.
Do-do-do. Hmm. I'm like, you have to realize it's extremely hard to pick. Normally, I just throw Ember up there because, let's be honest, throwing a Sorkin and Arcanist will always fucking end up throwing shit through there with that problem.
Got a lot to do here.
No charge to have a look.
Mm-hmm.
Selling, buying, trading, merchandising.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, each of them have their pros and cons. I mean, you have Miri, who, let's be honest, hers are probably torch bugs and butterfly harvesting, is where she tends to expect that. Or the Dark Brotherhood, or the Blade of, and basically Dark Brotherhood. So if you're going to do quests for Dark Brotherhood, it's probably not going to be a good one. But if you're going to be doing things like, say, talk to Soda Seal, or
Buying, selling, trading.
certain Daedric Dells, comment on Clockwork City while visiting. Yeah, Bastion's big problem is this. He does not like cheese. He doesn't like murder, ops, doesn't like attacking innocents, doesn't like getting caught stealing or pickpocketing. I'm going to show this off here quickly. But yeah, this is my biggest issue with Bastion Hallis. I mean, I can get the fact that he doesn't like murder. I'm going to go ahead and throw my big ol' overlay off, image off, just to show off here. But yeah, I can handle him not liking murder. I can handle him not attacking me. I hate when this happens. My big issues with Bastion, and I'm basically blowing this up so people could see. By the way, I can get him not liking murder. I can get behind him not liking attacking innocents. I can get behind him not getting caught stealing or pickpocketing. I can get behind him not liking stealing or pickpocketing. I can even get him abiding by the law. I cannot abide by him hating food with cheese. I'm sorry.
No charge to have a look.
Bear with me just a moment here. Seriously, folks. I'm not joking. I feel this strongly about it, so I'm going to go on camera temporarily and do this. But yes. Seriously though, my biggest issue with Bastion, I can get behind all this, but not liking food with cheese, that to me is just like a hate crime, you know? Just one pure, unadulterated hate crime. And that's why I don't like Bastion. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Let's go ahead and fix this. And turn off camera. There we go. Yeah, I am taking a break off camera today, because my god is this light just getting annoying. Oh. Yeah. And also, Red Diamond Tea, how are you not fucking spamming the hell out of Zos? You have the biggest fucking marketing opportunity in this game. Also, Zos, why aren't you picking up the phone from the Red Diamond Tea Company? Mm-hmm.
I hope to be done here soon.
Mm-hmm. Now we got shit we don't have to deal with. Time to book it to the base here now, fuckers.
Ah, you've arrived at last. Come forward. We have much to discuss. Did you think I would not expect you?
Uh-huh.
I already know all that occurred with Lillatha and the murderous shadows. Rest assured, I will find this mysterious Daedric artifact. Perhaps you'd like to assist me.
What exactly am I signing up for?
A voyage that only a few have ever undertaken. We will the Seal's peculiar experiment. Network City. I have inquiries to make. You will assist me.
You know how to reach it.
I do. The Tribunes are not so clever that they could hide such a place from me for long. The city is quite close, and also very far away. Just the first of Sotha Seal's many paradoxes.
I'm
If you
aware.
choose to join me, be prepared for many more.
Well, I'm used to paradoxes. After all, I've got a couple of friends who are very interested in them. Why ask me for help, though?
I have no great fondness for that Sijic Lillatha, but you saved her life and defeated a powerful shadow mage in the process. A remarkable accomplishment for someone of your breeding. I'm confident you will continue to surprise me.
Great, Will. On the one hand, I'm honored that you even think of me. On the other hand, I'm kind of a little insulted as the slight against my character here. Alright. Fuck it, I'll work with you.
Of course you will. Naturally you have questions. Alas, they will have to wait. Servants of the tribunal do not look kindly on blasphemous journeys like this one.
Yeah, I'm feeling the CCTV as well.
We can discuss the details there.
I figure as much.
But make it quick. Time is
So-
not on our side.
I gotcha.
I come from a long line of diplomats. The Dark Elves have often spoken with us Nords in peacetime and in war. They are not...
I could generally agree that you probably don't want to speak of that in front of the big glowing female CCTV here. Right, Alexia? Right. Alrighty then.
There you are. Come. Here, behind the waterfall.
Let's talk.
Companion arrives at last. Now then, our journey begins in this dreary little cave. What a surprise, yes? Believe me, it won't be the last. We can speak freely here, but do make it brief. All this natural splendor is just a bit tedious.
Oh, you did mention Sotha Seal. For those of us playing the home game, because you and I both know who he is, but for those playing the home game, who is he?
The father of mysteries, the clockwork god, the tinkerer, and other such banal titles.
No, well,
No one truly knows Sotha Seal, not even his hordes of wild-eyed worshippers. I studied with him before his ascent, and even then he defied comprehension. His only true peer was Indoril Nerevar. Such a shame what happened to him.
Yes, Indoril... We all know. You and I both know, but for those playing the home game again, Indoril Nerevar, you say.
Indeed, Saint Nerevar the Captain, our king and greatest champion for a time. He died tragically during a journey to the heart of Red Mountain. It was all very sudden. Some believe his retainer, Dagoth struck the mortal blow.
Others, you say?
Some believe that Sothasil, Vivek, and Almalexia murdered Nerevar so they could take divine power for themselves. Who's to say what really happened? In any event, Sothasil emerged from the mountain even more inscrutable than before.
I gotcha. Well, I'm fairly certain the Hope Gaviers want to know what happened, but I think you and I both know we really don't care.
I think it's irrelevant.
See?
The silence of Sothasil may come from a place of grief and deep regret. It might be a side effect of his fierce obsessions, perhaps both.
What is
Sothasil
Sothasil?
hides everything. But more to your point, it's not just a city. It's an incomprehensibly powerful, world-shaping device. Can't leave that sort of thing lying about, can you?
Obviously.
Also, Almalexia worries about how it reflects
Almalexia? What you got to do with it?
Seal's fellow tribune. A machine can be studied and perhaps understood in time. She fears that by reducing their divinity to a machine, Sothasil lessens the mystique of their godhood. To his great credit, Seal largely ignores these concerns.
What do you hope to find there?
A Daedric artifact. I take a keen interest in all such objects, but this one seems especially significant. You see, nearly everyone who searches for it winds up dead. I suspect that someone or something hid this artifact away in the Clockwork City.
Aren't you concerned about seeing an object that can get other people killed?
Other people are not Devaith fear. I've not lived this long by shying away from dangerous relics. Anyway, if this artifact inspired someone to slaughter scores of mages, it's clearly something worth investigating.
Alright, let's get in there. Secret cavern! Secret cavern! Under the waterfall! I'm sorry I had to do that. It was just required.
Follow me.
Alright! Get it! Quark. I needed to go kill that Guar. It was just looking too smug.
Old of Barn's Arm Shed. Such as it is. Ironic that AM's holy city of Mournhold has Gwemric roots, don't you think?
Not really.
No one knows this route, but this scaffolding looks new. Built by rogue ordinators, perhaps? Stay watchful.
You have to realize.
Always did admire dwarven industry, albeit quietly. Perhaps that's why he built his city here.
Oh. You look dangerous as fuck.
This lift will take us to the nethermost depths of the ruin, and to our destination. Come along.
Alright. But yeah, it's not exactly novel. I mean, I've seen shit built on top of shit on top of shit on top of other shit. Oh. There's a, place in Turkey where the same village is built up 7 times. There's a, church that was built on top of an old vomitorium, a church that was built on top of a synagogue, a mosque that was built on top of a church, a mosque that was built on top of a former gay brothel, and, oh yeah, this little bit of circularity. A Catholic church that was built on top of a synagogue that got built on top of a Roman temple that got built on top of a... Actually, wait a minute. No, scratch that, reverse it. Was a Catholic church that got built on top of a Roman temple that got built on top of a Jewish synagogue that got built on top of a pagan worship site that got built on top of a burning bush. Speaking of burning bushes...
On you go. The entrance lies just ahead.
I actually watched that, episode of, South Park where, one of the kids gets lice. The ending on it is so fucking...
That's our door.
Basically, it ends with a, bush full of crabs. Oh, this looks familiar.
Someone clearly didn't care for these factories. Stay close. I'd say prepare yourself, but nothing can prepare you for what's to come. Touch the sphere. Clockwork City awaits.
Let's go. Woo.
What? This is not the brass fortress. Someone diverted our passage. Audacious, but foolhardy. When I find them, wait. I feel cold. Back, creature! My shadow! My power! Don't let it escape!
Now we gotta track down, Devay's shadow in the damn repository.
Factotums! They're activating! Ready your weapons! I will assist you as best I can! Another batch! Spinning up! Destroy them! More! To the southeast! Make ready! This had better be the last of them! Fetching scrap heaps. My shadow remains close. We must hurry.
There we go.
Swivel swords. Oh, wonderful. I'm in no condition to navigate this maze. Go. Find a way to deactivate these traps. Perhaps I failed to impress the gravity of our... Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And perhaps something more. In removing my shadow, our attacker removed some vital part of my animus. Yes, of course. Disrupting the binding would cause my... Not yet. We should have translocated directly to the brass. One step at a time, if you...
Alrighty then. Hmm. Hmm. Go. Pneumatic forge.
I recognize this place now. The pneumatic forge. We should leave as soon as possible. So the seal constructs his clockwork servitors here, the factotums. They reject anyone who doesn't belong. Some remedial spellcraft is all I can muster, but I will aid you as best I can. Lead on.
Of course, wonderful, so. Prime Numatorium.
Last. Defeat this monstrosity, but don't kill it. I must reclaim my power. More of them, take heed! Stand back. Time to reclaim what is mine. Maliad keviet tehir! Devakrokad sint morad! Finally. You never know how much you miss a thing until it tries to kill you. More ridiculous machines? I've had enough of this. Come. We still have a long way to go.
Alright then. I do believe that was easy, in fact.
Behold, the Clockwork City. Finally. Sotha Seal's brass fortress waits at the end of this road. We should go there at once. Keen to find out who sent us on that delightful jaunt through the New Martis.
Alrighty then. Delve. To the Clockwork City. Folks, it's been a fun one so far.
More important matters to attend to.
Don't worry, I'll be there. Whoops, did not mean to get to the guild hall.
You've arrived. Good.
Devate fear. I warned you never to come back. And you, one of Fear's lackeys, I take it.
Luciana Pullo. Hospitable as ever? Go talk to her. I'll not waste my time speaking with a petulant toy soldier. You should speak to Luciana.
Hold there, friend of Fear. I am Proctor Luciana Pullo of the Clockwork Apostle. Only
That is
just
one.
arrived and already trying to grease the gears? New arrivals, that's for you
Oh,
to
yeah.
find out. Not me.
Luciana clearly hasn't lost her charming demeanor.
Alright.
Their bizarre sponsorship custom. I forgot about it. I'm not a citizen. And even if I were, I'd not waste time wading through their opaque bureaucracy. I appreciate your assistance in the
Alright.
Pneumatic Forge, but for now, one of Sotha Seal's greater lackeys, Chief Doctor of the Clockwork Apostles. You might have noticed some mild cosmetic flaws. Seal takes all kinds. Imperials, Bretons, even Argonians. Luciana may be one of his oldest servants. She served Emperor Riemann Cyrodiil as a bat. According to the legend, she was caught in a torrent of arcane energy during a battle with a rival mage. Indeed. At first, I thought she served him out of some cheap obligation. Reciprocity for his kindness. But apparently, she really believes in this place. I heard they had a bit of a falling out. People like her rarely are. You see, I present a destabilizing influence. I reject all illusions of authority and thus reject their entire way of life. Hierarchy, ritual, reverence, it's all a sham. I respect power, not absurd social constructs.
Clockwork Apostles.
A monastic order of sorts. They serve Sotha Seal through magical inquiry. Apostles fancy themselves iconoclasts who push the boundaries of magical praxis. There's a seed of truth there, but they're still obnoxious.
Are they all like Luciana?
You mean, are they all harmful monstrosities? More or less. Some modify themselves more than others. It's a form of reverence. They want to be more like Sotha Seal. You see, Seal has some peculiar... Well, I'll let you see for yourself.
Why did Luciana refer to Sotha Seal as Set?
Seal has many names. Sotha Seal, Set, Sea, the Clockwork God, on and on. Tiresome, if you ask me. The Clockwork Apostles mostly refer to him as Set, his verse and sermon name. I call him Seal, because I'm not a doe-eyed idiot.
And ladies and gentlemen, is the sickest part of the game so far. Ugh. Excuse me. Oh, good.
Come, eh? Come, let's talk.
Nirmo! I haven't seen you since Rothgar.
Well, if it isn't my second favorite assistant. What a fortuitous turn of events. I shouldn't be surprised. You have a knack for appearing when I need you most. I take it you haven't found a sponsor yet? Maybe we can help each other.
What you got in mind?
Initially, I thought we could rely on my ample charms to win us a sponsor. Unfortunately, the people here tend to value craft over the pleasure of my company.
Philistines.
Providing some gift or service seems to be the only way to earn a sponsorship.
Any potentials?
Yes, a clockwork apostle named Varuni Arvel. Apparently, she's a member of the Congress of Calibration, the governing body here in the city. My associates, Kirith and Raynor, are already working on a plan to earn her trust. Will you help us?
Oh, certainly. It'll help move the plot along after all, Nirmo.
This promises to be a fruitful collaboration. I tasked Kirith and Raynor with acquiring gifts for Varuni, but they tend to wander. Kirith's just there by the cliff. You should speak with her. In the meantime, I'll conduct more research. Questions?
Yes. First off, how did you get here? Because the way we went through was a bit of a, clusterfuck.
Seeing as you found your own way here, I suppose there's no harm in sharing my own methods. I just learned of a secret cave beneath the city of Mournhold that, until recently, was entirely inaccessible. Can you imagine?
Oh yeah, definitely. We went the same way. Ish.
Knowing that the tribunal might seal it again, I set off through the cavern as soon as I could. It pained me to leave my usual cohorts behind, but a pair of dark elf explorers. Like me, they delight in all things mechanical. Their youth and endless sibling rivalries can prove irksome, but what they lack in experience, they more than make up for in enthusiasm.
Always enthusiastic, Nirmo. Where's Jamie? Didn't join you for the trip?
Unfortunately, my illustrious bodyguard was away on personal business. I know better than to ask for specifics. I certainly miss her services, but one makes do.
Alright. Good to know. Alright, over to the cliff. There's Kirith.
So that elf got his hooks in you too, huh?
Yeah.
I told my brother Raynor we should go it alone, but any house in an ash storm, right? Speaking of Raynor, he might need your help.
What else is new? And it's alright. Nirmo's, it's kind of like Kathy and Jimmy of High Elves. Overly optimistic if a tad bit pompous. Is Raynor in trouble at all?
Depends on your definition of trouble, I guess. He's down in the ravine, playing with the firepot spiders for some reason. He wouldn't tell me more. Unfortunately, those spiders have a tendency to, explode.
And the reasons for his death wish would be why?
Like I said, he didn't want to discuss it. Probably whipped up an automata disrupting spoon twirler or something. He gets like this sometimes. Just check in on him, all right? He's clumsy and those apostles' mechanical limbs look expensive.
Alright. I'll peek in on him.
Thanks for the help. Raynor's smart, but you can't smart a spider to death, you know?
Well, I'm checking out Raynor. What are you gonna do?
Well, Naramo said we needed something to offer this Varuni. I can tell she doesn't need anything. Ask myself, what do you get the person who has everything?
So, you gonna try cash? Or, let me ask, what do you get the person who has everything? I mean, aside from cash.
A home-cooked meal, Argonian pottery, or information. Since I'm a terrible cook, and we're worlds away from Black Marsh, I think I'll go with the third thing. This brass fortress is brilliant. I just need to listen for it. Wish me luck.
Alright.
Sergeant Baldan, this one has the gold you requested. Will you still sponsor me?
I gave you my word, didn't I? Come, cat. We can discuss the specifics in my office.
1,000 blessings, Walker. Lang has much to offer the brass fortress.
Yes, I'm sure you do.
Meanwhile, we are over here. Making our way through. I think we probably might want to get to that skill shard first. Why, you may ask? Oh, right. That one is underneath the halls of fabric. Underneath the halls, I believe. Alright.
Hello again. So strange. I'm glad to see you, but I must admit,
Hmm.
the statistics are staggering. What are the odds of us meeting here again in an extraplanar space? Rhetorical, of course. Honestly, I am glad you're here.
Well, good too. Kira's sitting down to check up on you.
So you've joined our band of outsiders. Welcome. Now look, I may lack Kirith's natural talent with a blade, but I can accomplish this on my own. Varuni's sure to sponsor us once I deliver this. Oh, who am I kidding? I do need your help.
What are you trying to do?
These firepot spiders contain a highly unstable oil-like fluid. The dangers inherent to acquiring it make it very valuable indeed.
Cipher the disabled.
Yes, of course. If you attract the spider's attention, I can use this tonal dampener to disarm their ignition.
Alright, so let's go ahead and help out Radar.
Expertly done. One more, and I think we've got it. that's the last of it. Excellent.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you just sneak it last little bit here. Raynor.
Brilliant. We really made short work of those spiders, didn't we? Here, you can carry the oil.
Where should I take it?
The oil to Varuni. Neramo said she has an office in the Clockwork Basilica.
Alright, let's go ahead and do this. Around the corner, up the thing. Mm-hmm.
Again, thank you. Good luck in the Basilica.
Tick a tick. Tick a tack. Alrighty then.
To get metal arms now?
Modifications are extensions of the truth.
Ah, yes. We're doing okay, I do believe. Yep. Parker Basilica. Provost
I
Faroons.
promised my assistant arrives. You brought a gift for our sponsor, right?
I did.
Greeting, auxiliary. Is your friend correct? Did you bring an offering?
Yep. Explosive oil harvested from the dangerous fire pot spider.
Fire patwo. Tremendous. And you managed to count 10 fingers. I'm impressed. Thank you. Now, to the matter of your citizenship. You're clearly a capable warrior, but in the Clockwork City, mental precision is of paramount importance.
And how do I prove mental
A
fitness?
number of outsiders have gone missing in recent weeks. I fear someone might be abducting them, or worse. But I have no proof. I spoke to your friend Neramo, and he insists you can gather the evidence I need. Succeed, and I'll sponsor you all.
Alright, now and I will get to work on that.
Try to keep this inquiry quiet, all right? In the Clockwork City, even a small creak in the gears can draw curious eyes.
Alright. And, quick question for our viewers at home. Who are you here?
Provost Varuni Arvel, ranking Disquisitor in the Congress of Calibration. Before you ask, yes, I'm a bit young for such a tenurial position. Fortunately, Lord Set established a true meritocracy here. One day, I'll get a chance to thank him.
Alright. And for our home viewers at home, by Lord Set you mean Sotha Seal, right? You've never met him.
Bet. No, Lord Set's far too busy. He only recently emerged from seclusion in the Cognitum Centralis,
Can you tell me about the
which
disappearance?
is more problematic than it sounds. Any loose cog can carry out an abduction. It doesn't take a criminal mastermind to throw someone down a drain pipe. What worries me is that none of it was recorded by factotums or sentry coils.
And you record what happens in the streets.
We record what happens everywhere. Honestly, I don't know how you exodromals do without. You lose so much in Tamriel. Knowledge, memories, and you must argue incessantly.
Exo what?
Exodromal. Sorry, I forget how strange our words sound to foreign ears. Anyone who enters the Clockwork City from the outside world is known as an exodromal, since they come from beyond the Celestiodrome, the glass sphere you'd call our sky.
Well, some exodromals may take issue with the surveillance state.
I know, but secrets are the purview of Lord Set, and Lord Set alone.
Can you tell me more about him?
Lord Set, known to many as Sotha Seal, is the father of curiosity. I do
Do you know a lot about him?
It's all there in the sermons.
Talk to Nerva.
So, ready to do a bit of sleuthing?
Details,
Varuna
please.
suspects that someone destroyed city records. But if my study of Dwemer ruins has taught me anything, sneaking into the depository is impossible for us. But
Gotta
you
attempt.
are.
Alright,
If you have questions, as Varuna, I equip. Honestly, we will employ a
let's
very
skip through. Skivaton time!
As I said before, those tarnished redundants down in the slums are no concern of yours. I've instructed the constabulary to keep a strict eye on them.
Yes, that Constable Baldon's done an admirable job. Even so, tarnished and exodromals enter the Basilica far too often.
And what of these rumors? Black-robed figures lurking on the edge of the radius?
Honestly, Diwa, settle the boilers, I will never let tarnished or exodromals or mysterious robed ghosts disrupt our work, believe me.
To the fortress!
What do you want? How dare you, Kermit? Your mother wanted a better future for you.
Because a back totem with delusions of grandeur told her fortune. Do you really believe that?
She believed it. Why can't you see?
See what? That following the predictions of a deluded machine got my mother killed? I'll prove the prognosticator is a fraud. See if I don't.
Always more to do.
There you are. I prepared the device.
Let's use the server flume and peek in here.
Excellent. We have a strong signal. Now, to find Varuni's evidence. Wait. Yes. Go straight, then left. The central depository must be on a different floor.
So,
Expertly done. That grate should lead to the central depository and our evidence.
alright.
This depository should contain security documents and recordings. Search everywhere. When you find something,
Alright.
ask Skiverton to make a remote copy.
7%. Back totem, series 1 through 6 discontinued, series 7 current generation. Stored. Ew. Interior security survey. Maintenance manifest. Factotums, order, da-da-da-da-da-da. To the Brass Fortress.
How dare you, Kermit? Your mother wanted a better future for you.
All right. Let me see what you found. Yes, I believe these recordings correspond to the dates of the...
How do you
We
find
might
this?
already have a lead. I shared Varuni's concerns with Kirith shortly after you left the Basilica, and she insisted on looking into the matter herself. She cited Constable Baldon as a person of interest. His office should be southwest of here.
Ball 167. Ball down. Let's go ahead and track down Kira and see. Yeah. Alrighty then.
What?
Ah, there you are. Done playing with Naramo's wind-up toys? I think I'm onto something.
What you learn?
I did a little asking around. Word is, Constable Baldan will sponsor anyone as long as they can pay. Where they go after he takes their gold, that's anybody's guess. Luckily, we're here to sort it out. Here, take this memory stone.
What you want me to do with this?
I surveyed the building. Someone left the door to Baldan's storage loft unlocked. It should provide a great view of his office. Climb up there and wait. When I offer a bribe, you record the conversation on that memory stone. Then we've got him.
Alright, I'll make my way to the loft.
All right, Baldan. I've got your gold. Will you sponsor me for citizenship?
Oh, I'll take your offering. But sponsorship? That's for the living, you tarnished scum.
The living what?
Do it. Well, what are you idling for? Gather up the gold and dump her with the others. We don't want anyone finding our latest visitor.
Dr. Raynor.
There you are. Naramo said you'd be around here somewhere. Have you seen Kirith? Is she with you?
Nope, Constable Baldwin Stuck knocked her out and dragged her off.
He what? How could she?
You tell them.
Of course.
I'll
I'll get
her.
the That's what.
Slag him.
How dare you, Kermit? Your mother wanted a better future for you.
Because a back totem with delusions of grandeur told her fortune. Do you really believe that?
She believed it. Why can't you see?
See what? That following predictions of the deluded machine got my mother.
Looking for a harvester with some guts.
Prognosticator is a fraud. See if I don't.
Oiled those ankles and outsiders are all the same. Cutting into the queues, poaching our salvage, sneering and putting on airs. You're no better than us.
Would you still feel that way if I snapped both your legs off?
And so you prove my point. Always trouble, always violence, and poor Saiba is caught in the middle. This on you. Baldan probably threw your friend into the fundament, a maze beneath the city. If you go after her, neither of you will come out again.
You just might surprise your ass, bitch. Let us enter the fundament.
I already told you, you piece of scrap. Ain't no Daedra in Clockwork.
Daedric threat detected in Clockwork City.
Shut your metal trap before I sell you for parts.
Combat initiation on standby.
I feel like this factotum has cost me more gold than it's saved. But with all the customers it's run off.
I will not harm you, citizen.
And
Do you need assistance leaving the premises?
damn.
How may I detain you today?
Okay, that's a little creepy.
This useless pile of brass used to be a guard of some sort. I know factotums can run a shop well enough. I've seen it. Perhaps you just...
Alrighty. Okay. There we go. And off we are. Well, let's pop that in.
Threw you in here too, did they? I knew I couldn't be the only one Constable Baldan got the drop on.
Actually, I came to find you. You should get the
You're
fuck
right,
out.
I should. And I could, but not yet. I met another one of Baldan's victims, a Khajiit named Lankin. That's the spirit. I managed to...
Let's go into the fundament.
Is that? No, thank goodness. The body's far too old. Let's keep looking.
Yes. There we go. There we go.
Decent hiding place, but no Lankin. We should keep looking.
folks. Okay. I'm gonna lay off the pot for a nap here. Thank you for finally dying.
Another empty camp. Damn. He must be here somewhere.
And
Is that a pot on the stove? Someone was cooking. And recently. We must be close. Really? You think they just leave us alone? Here we go again. Finally! Come with us, Lankin. We're getting you out of here.
Friend Kirith, bright moons above, please, let's leave this dungy place.
alrighty then, we got through all that.
Kirith! Thank goodness! Don't suppose you found anything of interest down there?
Enough. I'm glad to see you weren't lying, Raynor Farmers.
That bastard Baldan threw me into the fundament.
Ridiculous. I've never seen this woman in my life.
Liar! You tossed this one in as well!
Park to Luciana.
This Raynor Vanos made some very bold claims. If you have evidence of Constable Baldan's crimes, I suggest you produce it.
Alright. One memory stone. Upon it is captured Kirith's seduction. Order at the hands of good constable here. Naramo has additional incriminating documents.
Huh. You're more resourceful than you look. Little wonder Devaith chose you as his companion. Set knows he needs the help. I'll hold Baldon under guard until I've had an opportunity to review the evidence. As for you, you're free to go.
Thank you.
Luciana, I'd like to ask the constable a few questions when we return to the Basilica.
Don't trouble yourself, Aruni. You know how persuasive I can be.
I do. That's what worries me.
Do your worst, you tin-legged hag.
Set help you if she does, Constable.
Provo Varuni.
That fool has no idea what he's in for. Live uncomfortably and learn, I suppose.
You think he knows more than he's letting on?
Oh, most certainly. Baldon can't have accomplished all this by himself. Erasing records? Accessing derelict sections of the Fundament? These aren't the acts of a simple mer. Someone helped him. Now it's just a matter of finding out who.
You think he'll drop the dime?
I do, one way or another. For now, let's celebrate your achievement. You showed initiative, creativity, bravery.
We sponsored the other three as well.
Played a role in your success, and
Alright.
Mark me, Proctor. You will regret this.
I doubt that. Get this tarnished piece of scrap out of my sight. Enjoy prison, you skeeving brat.
Ah, it seems I arrived just in time.
We'll head over to the registrar's office. Once we're here, it should be pretty easy to deal with.
By the word, I wind the gears. Please state your business or depart.
I'm here to register as a citizen.
Welcome, potential resident. Please speak your birth name, followed by the name of your sponsor.
Boop! Bounces without rhythm. Provost Varuni Arvel.
Dreaming. Torchbugs. Overturned jar.
Sponsorship confirmed and archived. The light of knowledge, Sotha Seal, welcomes you to the Brass Fortress. Go forth and create.
Alright, let's talk to Nerimo.
I'd say that all worked out splendidly.
Yes! Of course!
As one journey ends, another begins. I imagine there's much more to discover here in Sotha-Sil's Clockwork City.
What's
I
next?
can finally begin my exploration in earnest. Now that we've earned our citizenship,
What about them?
Raynor's theories need some work, and Kirith's refusal to listen to reason caused me no small measure of anxiety. But on the whole, satisfactory.
Take care of yourself.
Your service and partnership, Assistant.
There you are. Good. We have much to discuss.
Devaith Fear? Here? It is a true pleasure to meet you.
Yes, I imagine it is now, and now be on your way.
Yes. Well, be seeing you, Assistant. Good day, Lord Fear.
Come. To talk.
Alright, debate.
You're a citizen now. Well done. I heard something about a constable tossing people down sewer drains. Even in this shrine to knowledge, drooling idiots bumble their way to power. Ludicrous. Moving on. I require your services once more.
What you need?
It's Sotha Seal. Shortly after you and I parted company, I sought him out to discuss our Daedric artifact. I fear something is askew. His habits, his diction, the timbre of his voice, they've all changed, albeit subtly.
You think something's wrong?
Worse. Initially, I dismissed it as boredom, fatigue, or even the first signs of senility. But now, after observing him at length, I can say with certainty, this is not the Sotha Seal I know. There's Daedric mischief here. We will root it out.
How do we go about doing
We'll
that?
leverage your hard-earned citizenship to make inquiries. First, I will make it known that in light of your recent exploits, I offered to take you on as my aide, an offer you eagerly accepted.
Alright, how does that come here to help?
As the most powerful mage in the Brast Fortress, I find it difficult to have proper conversations with common folk. They grow silent at my approach, then whisper as I leave. An appropriate, but sadly uninformative, display of deference.
So, you're wanting me to do the talking?
Indeed. It's commonly understood that servants grumble about their masters, loudly, to those they consider equals.
Alright.
You have questions.
I grumble.
Ask what you must. The forces at work here are cunning indeed. You should be prepared for anything.
Dr. Luciana still insisting you leave?
Luciana resents my presence, but she's no fool. I go where I please, when I please. An open confrontation between us would likely leave hundreds dead. So do not trouble yourself. She will not stand in the way of our investigation.
What can you tell me about the others in Sotha Seal Circle?
Well, you've met Varuni. She's pleasant, without being vapid or boring. Then again, her doe-eyed faith in Sotha Seal turns my stomach. I find religious attachments repulsive. My thoughts on Luciana are well known. As for Gascoigne... Gascoigne serves as Chancellor. He commands respect, but suffers from the peculiar character flaw of demanding praise at all times. Adulation. A sad fixation indeed. He holds great power, but it's his petty obsessions that make him dangerous. Be wary.
Excuse me. Now for the $64,000 question, and for our viewers at home, how can you be sure something's wrong with Sotha Seal? Huh? How can you be sure?
He is inscrutable, but he's also unflinching. Seal always moves deliberately, quietly, and one step at a time, like clockwork. I have never once seen him divert from his course. Until now.
How is he diverted?
In the short time we've been here, he has twice adjusted city patrol routes and delivered 3 revisions to the fortress charter. Trust me when I say this is unprecedented. Sotha Seal never meddles like this.
Anything else?
That's for you to discover. Don't bother speaking with members of the Congress. Varuni's faith in Sotha Seal is unbreakable. Chancellor Gascoigne resents any threat to the status quo. And Luciana, well, let's just say she's been less than helpful.
Alrighty then. Thanks for letting me know. Anywho. Yes, it's time for us to hop up over here.
Important business back in Vardenfell. I can't be late. I need to leave.
Forward, it cries. Forward to the fruits of cheap ambition. Forward to the promise of everlasting kingdoms.
Will you stop mocking me?
Subscribing. Alright.
No, it's wrong. It's all wrong. Go back and do it again.
I apologize, Lord Set. Please forgive my stupidity. I shall correct the survey at once.
I hope you will for your sake. Next time you bring your living god a radial survey, you better make sure it's accurate.
Yeah, this sounds a little bit off.
So you're the one Devaith tapped to be his aide in the Brass Fortress. Sorry to hear that. Provost Varuni's ancestors hail from House Telvanni, just like Lord Fear. But honestly, they couldn't be more different.
What's it like working for the Provost?
Not as bad as you might expect. She's young, youth comes with impatience, but I've never felt unfairly judged, and she's generous with her praise. Honestly, if I had the choice between serving Varuni or Sotha Seal, I'd take Varuni every time.
Sotha's difficult to work for?
Now more than ever. I don't pretend to understand his motives, but he's never been so demanding. One example? He insists that we turn all the lights down before he enters a room. Huh, flipping switches. That's rich. Each lamp has its own switch, and some lamps have multiple switches. And if that isn't bad enough, some switches control multiple lamps. He's a god, I know. Don't even get me started. Varuni might demand some obscure tome in the middle of the night or chide someone for leaving oil on the floor, but that's the worst of it. Sotha Seal exiled an auxiliary last week because she forgot to switch off a lamp. Right, don't let me keep you. I can't imagine how demanding Devaith Fear must be. Better you than me, that's for sure.
Alrighty then. Let's go.
So you're Devaithir's new auxiliary, eh? Tough luck, friend. I've heard he's an insufferable bastard, but at least he's not Sotha Seal. Better to be turned into a guar than to serve the clockwork god.
You don't like working for Sotha Seal?
Not anymore. In the old days, sure. He was easy to please because he was never around. These days, he changes his mind about something every night. Constant meetings, new dictums daily, adjustments to factotum patrols. It's a nightmare.
You certain hasn't always been this way? City's never
Trust
around.
me, this is unprecedented. I'm afraid something's wrong with his enhancements. Like he's having trouble regulating. He's a different person, I swear. Don't tell anyone I said this, especially Gascon. Blasphemy doesn't go over well nowadays.
Blasphemy?
Yes. Speaking ill of a god never turns out well.
Whoa.
In the old days, he'd take it in strong. Commit your small blasphemies, he'd say. The fire of doubt turns ignorance to steam. But not anymore. This place is becoming more like Mournhold every day.
Now I'm glad I turned off the damn Fujimawachi. Whew. Sorry to hear that. I should get going.
Right. I'm sure you have plenty of work to do for Lord Fear. He's back a few days and already burying you in paperwork, no doubt. Take care of yourself, friend.
I'll try. You do work hard, but at the end you do get a good vacation every so often. And the pay is exceedingly well.
You're Lord Fear's newest steward, huh? Could we talk later? If I don't finish this lamp inventory, Gascon will feed me to the fabricants.
Lamp inventory?
Yeah, Gascon must know how much I love doing paperwork. A few days ago, Sothe the Seal ordered us to rip out all the lamps in here and replace them with less efficient ones. What kind of sense does that make? Who wants weaker lamps?
What are you doing with the old ones?
A bunch of factotums loaded them onto a dolly and dumped them somewhere in the mechanical fundament. Hey, I know that look. If you're looking to poach a free lamp, don't bother. Gascon made us slag them all. And that's not even the worst part.
It's the worst.
Half the old switches don't work with the new lamp, so we've had to manufacture new switches, and half the time the switches get installed backwards, which means we have to do it all over again. Even the factotums don't know what they're doing.
That does sound frustrating, but...
And don't even get me started on the lamp assembly. Sothe the Seal could have turned the fabricators to make the new lamps with a flick of his finger, but he demanded that we do it instead. Do you have any idea how complex the fabricators are?
I don't, but I really have to go. Best of luck to you in your endeavors.
Were you treated well by the menials? I assume they battered you with complaints. What have you learned?
He's definitely behaving strangely and made a lot of odd demands.
Well, I could have told you that. That's why I sent you here after all. What kinds of demands? Be specific.
Making the servants, specifically darkening rooms before he enters, and he's certainly expert.
The lamps in the locutorium, yes? The large assembly room over there? The auxiliaries and factotums have been laboring in there day and night ever since we arrived. Curious. What could lights have to do with this? Well, there's only one way to find out.
Expose him?
Impressive. I assumed I'd have to explain it to you. Of course, this requires a functional lamp. I assume he ordered them destroyed.
Yep.
Speak to that high elf of yours, Neramo. The dark elf as well. We need one of these lamps, repaired and operable.
Alright, I'll go find Neramo and Rainer. Oh, go find Rainer here. And Neramo. Right after this break. Time to bio, folks. BRB. Great, we am back. Sorry about all that. Yes, it took a fair bit. And I do apologize.
I have important business back in Vardenfell. I can't be late. I need to leave.
Forward, it cries.
You're the hero who defeated Alexandra Canal at Vivek's Antlers.
Ah, I hope to see you again, Assistant. Pray tell, what did Devaith Fear have to say? I fear that he and I might have gotten off to a poor start. Did he ask about me? Any mention of my many exploits?
Actually, Devaith wants you and Raynor to help me with the task.
Raynor? Surely this is something I can handle myself. Impressing Devaith Fear could greatly increase my standing in the Dwemerich scholarly community. Tell me, what does Lord Fear ask of me? Us?
Wants us to build a lamp, one identical to the lamps removed from the locutorium.
He just wants us to build a lamp? What an odd request. No matter. I would be happy to offer my ample
Do the fundament. Fundament.
Some kind of tubular housing. Probably meant to protect a glass interior? Difficult to say. A complex filament of some kind. The weaving on this fiber, it must be machine-made. I should be taking notes. Lead the way! Some kind of compressor. For funneling a gas, perhaps? Interesting. Wrong way, Assistant. Look at the apertures on this. It must be some kind of module. Compressors, filaments, unlike the other lamps. These compress some kind of geodic gas. Yes. With Raynor's assistance, you plan to do what?
Oh, Lord Contiers. Your Lord Contiers are delicious. There we go. We got some moonstone. We'll go ahead and try this. How about
Now there's the look of someone on. As a matter of fact, I acquired some of the Varuni Arvel.
Alright. That off and took care of it for free. Time to pick us up a quick run over to all the refined techniques. Here's everything. Let the Faith know the good news. Mm-hmm. Here we go. Mm-hmm.
You have no right to treat me like this. I'm a member of House Lalu, and I demand to speak to someone.
Your house. Ah, yes, I remember. The Great Houses. The antiquated hierarchy of authority which the Dark Elves chained themselves with.
What? I won't take this disrespect. Show me to someone of authority, now!
Do you truly believe that is the way of things here?
Wow. The Karen vibes are strong with that man.
Ah, I was was beginning to worry. Not about you, of course. These apostles have been circling me like cliff racers. Looking for an autograph, no doubt. So tiresome.
We got it done.
I assume you discovered the special property of these lamps. Why does my dear friend Seal go to such lengths to avoid them?
Nerima believes they emit some kind of invisible light.
Visible light? Fascinating. To help with factotum navigation, perhaps? Huh. No matter. Further inquiry must wait. Now is the time for action. I will request a congressional assembly. Plant your lamp on the balcony above, then return to me.
Alright, I'll get the lamp in position.
Did you say something about putting the lamp on the balcony? We might have a problem.
Really?
Raynor and that annoying high elf finished your lamp, but there's a problem. On the way here, I overheard an aide. Looks that way.
Well, I gotta sneak. Oh. Takes care of the problem.
I convinced Sotha Seal that the Congress requires yet another lecture on the sanctity of clockwork automata. He eagerly agreed. Seemed almost giddy about it. It was unsettling. Is all in readiness?
Yep. Face the lamp, everything is prepared.
Seal's lecture should begin any moment now. Stand ready to activate the lamp. I'm reasonably certain that some...
My dear friend Wraith here informed me that some of your number may be experimenting on my blessed factotums. I will remind you yet again. My beloved factotums serve as an extension of my divine will. Of course, then, and you will cause...
What is that? What's happening?
After him! Someone seize that imposter!
Ah, yes. I shall return. Take that however you will.
I haven't the time to discuss this, Varuni. Wittingly or unwittingly, Lord Set no longer serves the people of Clockwork City. Now, if you will excuse me...
Gascon, where are you going? When news of this gets out, we need to issue a statement or at least gather the Congress for an emergency session.
I have urgent matters to attend to. Make whatever statement you like. I will return soon.
What is Gascon thinking? Honestly.
The Wraith?
That was enlightening. To think I've been speaking to Sotha Sil's shadow all this time. It seems so lifelike. Far more advanced than my own, I'm sorry to say. Huh, fascinating. It really is too bad we'll all be dead soon.
Dead how?
Well, I don't mean to alarm you, but I will be frank. If an imposter sits upon the throne aligned and learns how to wield the power of this place, a cataclysm will follow. We may yet discover a way to avert this disaster, but the chances are slim.
Alright, well. So what do we do?
Stay with Varuni. With Sotha Sil exposed as an imposter, the Congress will fall into turmoil.
My
Take care
dear
of yourself.
Lord, what happened to you?
Alright.
I can scarcely believe what we just witnessed. Fear,
Faith Union.
of course. Always the iconoclast. I'll bet he's snickering at us even now. It doesn't matter. I appreciate your diligence. This has been a profoundly upsetting ordeal, but we must move forward.
King Chancellor Gaston has
He
some
was acting
worries.
strangely, wasn't he?
What do you
The real
suggest?
set will aid us eventually. Classic
Alright.
Gascon. Fleeing to his chain. Try
What
to
can I
talk to
do?
Gascon. Check his...
Alright.
What? Yes. Yes. I don't
Makes sense.
understand how a shadow could take Lord Set's compromised. You make it sound as if Lord Set suffers some kind of defect. Do you know what the sermons say? Complexity belies the truth. The world rests on simple principles. Set is the truth and the light. Understand the simple, and you understand the obscure. I do appreciate your candor. Let's pick this up again later.
Gaston's rector.
Where did you hide it, you worm?
That's usually not good. Thank you for finally falling down. You whore. Fellow apostles has met an escort. Oh, fun. He's obviously putting up a press blackface. Or, press blackout here.
The factotums reported a strange energy signature in Gascon's rectory. Did you find anything odd in there?
Some kind of Daedra pale woman by the looks of it.
Sounds like a nocturnal shrike. By the gears, how did that thing make it past our security coils? Is Gascon...
Dead? Don't know, but he left this note.
suspicious at all, is it? A sudden departure followed by a Daedra.
We
You're
won't know
right.
until we find
I
him.
knew Gascon was a conceited sluggard, but consorting with Daedra? I pray it's not true. We need to discover what he has that the Daedra covet. Proctor Luciana might be able to organize a search. She just left to disperse a... I hope you catch
Alright.
Gascon soon.
It's Gascon all
Not that I'm
birds.
aware of. Wait, feathers?
Yeah.
Unprecedented. As far as I know, no living... Fascinating. I've always wanted to see one, under better circumstances. I'm afraid not. Gascon keeps his own counsel about what he does outside the Basilica. Mathematics, mostly. Predictive theory, spherical values, virtuous enumeration, that sort of thing. He just published. The specificity of his calculations just boggles the mind. It's almost as if he had access to a planar rift. Oh no.
That's right. You might think he went to set a Daedra portal.
I don't want to even consider it. Not until we have proof.
So,
I knew this wouldn't end well.
here we go. Put this through.
Speculate on Lord Set's whereabouts. I'm here to clear the square.
You don't know, do you? I knew it! This is a disaster!
If you want to panic, do so in your own homes, not in the public square. Now disperse, or be dispersed. Get them moving.
You heard the Proctor. Return to your homes.
If you're looking for Lord Set, I don't know where he is. I will find
Not hear about the
Gaston.
Gaston.
What has he done now? I can't keep up with the complaints.
He's missing.
Good. Maybe a fabricant ate him. Our luck has to change at some point.
It might be consorted with Daedra, too. And a nocturnal strike in his office in this odd note.
So, he finally graduated from corrupt hobbyist to professional villain. I'm almost relieved. Now we can finally give him what he deserves. I assume you informed your sponsor, Provost Varuni?
Yep. She actually wanted me to tell you to organize a citywide search so we can bring him in for
A
questioning.
citywide search? I can't spare enough apostles to search a broom closet. Reports are flooding in from the radius. Stories about fanatics in black robes, pale-skinned Daedra, living shadows. We may have a full-scale invasion on our hands.
Can you spare anything to help?
I have one asset I can spare. I know an artificer, Dalamar. He takes some getting used to, but you won't find a better tinkerer. He can help you find Gascon, guaranteed. Go talk. I knew that slag-addled piece of garbage Gascon would turn on us eventually. We should have dealt with this decades ago.
What are your thoughts on this little imposter?
I think we should destroy it, if only to convince the people it can be destroyed. I'm already getting reports from citizens convinced that their neighbor or their friend is actually a shadow. I'm prepared to live with that.
All right with it.
I made a vow to protect the Clockwork City and its inhabitants. If sacrifices have to be made, we should all be prepared to make them, Lord.
There we go. Slagtown. Check.
Well, look at you, all full of fleshy bits. Not a scrap of brass on you, is there? A missing person? Whoa! Cool those cogs, you twitchy rascal. This little scrap heap should do the trick. There he goes! I just replaced his leg springs, so try to keep up!
I haven't seen Sophocile yet. Does he ever come out?
He concerns himself with the divine matrimony, beyond simple understanding
Do that. Whoa. Yeah, it's probably a good idea to mention that I've only got about a few hours sleep. My sleep pattern has been fucked up.
Oi! Wake up, Johnny! Visitors! You're useless. What are you doing nosing around here with that ugly beast? Your Neve and I haven't done nothing.
Wasn't the Chancellor Gascon in the scene?
Chancellor who? Oh, you mean that brass-arsed fancy boots that came running through here? Yeah, I seen him, dragging his silly apostle skirts behind him like a broken wheel chain. Seemed like he was in a hurry.
Fabricant wants to send us.
Yeah,
They need
the
to.
grease mucks up Fabricant snoots. That's why we stay down here. Wouldn't want the constable to see you. Never mind. Your man headed west. Should be some oily...
The Dark Knight, Hargan is very Chancellor Gascon. Trade us and pursue the attack from the that's it. A lot of service of city. Oh,
You here to kill me? Too late. Your skeeving Chancellor beat you to it. Who are you? Another one of vile snakes.
Gascon, do this? Where is he?
Night Mistress Gascon, you really... Yes, Gascon vowed to bring us an... You really have no idea.
Wow. Ah, yes.
Night Mistress Gascon, you really... Yes, Gascon vowed to bring us an artifact of...
Fucking hate when this happens. But we got this. We're going to be working on this, I think. Here we are. And while we ignored that little bastard here. Rations.
Who's out there? Be gone, whoever you are. I sealed the door, and it shall remain sealed for as long as necessary.
Well, Chancellor, the Provost sent me finding we have questions.
Questions? You think I'm
What have you done? Did
I
you make
keep
a
counsel
deal?
with is none of your concern.
Goffin! Somebody's trying to do it up with Siva. There we go.
Plotting something, are we? Well, that rusty heap has been gathering dust for decades. You may as well just give up. Primary functions operational.
Here we go.
What have you done?
Activated this bitch.
Responding to hostile behavior. Combat sequence operational. Testing protocol initiated. Engaging threat. Integrity compromised. Did your new toy wind down? What a shame. May as well give up.
There we go. That was close. Too close. For comfort. Plop that in. Again.
Proximity sensors don't understand. I had to do this. You are ruining everything.
Oh, shut up your face, Gaston.
Responding to hostile behavior. Testing protocol initiated. Enough. We're at the charge gate. Stop this thing.
There we go.
Just follow me outside, all right? I promise I will explain everything.
Ah, fine. Alrighty then. So quickly back to our camera. And let's hear him out.
I know how this looks, but you have to understand. Those shadow cultists meant to slit my throat. I had to leave. My life was in danger. Don't you see that?
Start talking, bitch. Now.
Fine. I made a bargain with Clavicus Vile. I know. Questionable. Just hear me out. All he wanted was a key. If I got it for him, he would make me the ruler of Clockwork City. Unfortunately, someone stole the key before I could deliver it.
Ooh.
Some daft talking clowns. After the whole business with the Shadow, I returned to my office to think. I arrived just in time to see one of those disgusting birds make off with the artifact. I panicked and ran here to hide.
Yeah. So you basically... Some crows decided to reenact the fucking scene from Dumbo. And one of the Shadow Imposter. Did you know the seal had been replaced?
On my life, I did not. I wanted to heal the city, not destroy it. If I had known, I swear I never would have gone through with it. It's ornate, covered in Daedric runes. What are the... Yes, daft talking crow. No, they serve that shadow creature, or someone worse. Why kill me when they can bend me to their will? I'm in Vile's debt now, don't you see? The scum only protect me like dogs protect sheep, keeping me safe until shearing season, until the slaughter.
You endangered everyone in Clockwork City.
My methods were unconventional, I admit it. But you have to understand, I didn't do this for me. I did it for the city. Look around. Bloodthirsty fabricants, barren wastes, crumbling towers. This is all Sotha Seal's fault.
How? How, motherfucker? How?
He abandoned us. While he tinkers away in the Centralis, we scrape by, eating nutriment paste and hiding from killer machines. Is that fair? Should we thank him for that? My eyes are open. The people of Clockwork City deserve better.
You're the one who did it.
I thought so. Look, bartering with Clavicus Vile was unwise, I know. Offering Daedric artifacts to Dark Princes, it was a mistake. Even so, I can be a useful ally. I know our enemy better than anyone. You need me.
Doubtful. You sold the city to the Daedra. Thou hast forfeited thine right to live. And where were you, the Proud Lord said? And I do believe, as the saying goes. Alrighty then. Oh.
You'll cease this line of inquiry immediately.
We have a right to know, Apostle. If this shadow set really is running around...
If you continue this blasphemy, I will call the guards.
Suddenly afraid of the truths you so fervently preach?
Let's have a chat with Orumi.
Still nothing on security. Where could he have gone?
He clearly fled the fortress, into the jaws of a fabricant, I hope.
Close enough.
Here's your back.
Finally. I've been pacing a hole in the floor since you left. An engine can only idle for so long, you know. Did Luciana find you? Did you find that Skeevaton Gascon?
Gascon's dead. He sold out the city to Clavus.
Gascon is dead? Well, you left us no choice, right? Good riddance, I suppose. I'll send some reclamation drones to collect his remains. Now what's this about Clavicus' vial?
Gascon promised to deliver a key to Clavicus' vial, but Crow stole it before he had the chance.
The city owes you a tremendous debt. Gascon's death was necessary to safeguard the people. Now we just have to follow the clues he left behind. Obviously,
there we go.
To recover this mysterious key. I don't know where it is. Gascon.
Alright.
The sermon, not until hundreds. What? It clearly. We don't often. I really wouldn't know. Certain.
So. At this point. Oh, hello. That is a good sign. Alrighty then. Morph. You've learned all the abilities for this build. That is necessary. Desolation Skull.
By his word, I am bound.
But yeah. It is 3 o'clock, folks. So, I'm just gonna say it here. I do wish y'all a wonderful rest of the day here, folks. I really do. I truly, really do. But it is time for us to call it an evening, or call it an afternoon here. We'll be back later on at 8 to finish out Clockwork City, and possibly even the prologue quest, or the next chapter, Somerset. So, we'll be looking into that here later on tonight. But until then, peace out, and I'll see you when I see you. Let's peek around here, folks. We do happen to have a couple of ideas. Well, let's go ahead and surprise the good people at over here, as we haven't visited them in a while. So, we can raid them here. There we go. So until next time, folks, which is 8 o'clock tonight, peace.